Do you ever feel like you're drowning in a room full of air? In a world obsessed with hustle culture and career success, it's easy to let chronic anxiety and workplace stress drown out your peace of mind. This moving story of a young professional in Chicago reveals the secret to mindfulness and how to stop overthinking. If you're struggling with burnout or mental fatigue, this is the perspective shift you've been looking for. In the heart of Chicago, 26-year-old Leo lived among glass towers and endless ambition. To anyone scrolling his social profiles, he looked like success itself, a high-performing analyst, a hustle culture icon, living in a sleek apartment. But beneath the polished surface, something was collapsing. Leo suffered from what he called the noise, a constant mental buzzing made of past mistakes and future fears. He replayed the promotion he missed years ago and worried obsessively about being replaced by AI. He couldn't taste his morning coffee because he was already rehearsing afternoon meetings. At night, sleep escaped him as his brain replayed old, awkward moments. In the boardroom, he appeared present, but mentally, he felt like a ghost haunting his own life. Exhausted and desperate, Leo took a weekend drive to the Appalachian Mountains to visit an old family friend, Dr. Aris, a retired neuroscientist who had traded laboratories for a quiet cabin and an overgrown garden. "I'm losing it," Leo admitted on the porch, hands trembling. "My brain won't stop. It feels like I'm carrying 10 different lifetimes at once." Dr. Aris didn't offer advice or medicine. Instead, he returned with a simple glass of water filled to the brim, the surface tension forming a shimmering dome. "Take this glass," Aris said. "Walk down to the creek and back without spilling a single drop. The trail is uneven, crowded, and full of distractions. If you spill, you start again." Leo accepted, assuming it was just a distraction. But as he stepped onto the trail, the noise followed. Thoughts about emails and deadlines rushed in, until the water wobbled dangerously, pulling him instantly back to focus. He realized something startling. If his attention drifted to the past or future, the water spilled. If he worried about expectations, the water trembled. To keep the glass steady, he had to stay entirely here. For 40 minutes, his universe shrank to the size of a small circle of water. He felt each step pressing into the dirt, each breath entering his lungs. The wind, the birds, the noise of thoughts, everything faded. There simply wasn't room for them. When Leo returned, his face was flushed, but his eyes were clear. Not a drop had spilled. "I did it," he said, feeling lighter than he had in years. Dr. Aris asked gently, "How many hikers did you pass? What color were the flowers?" Leo blinked. "I don't know. I only saw the glass." Aris smiled. "For the first time in years, you weren't trapped in yesterday or worried about tomorrow. You were here. The noise didn't disappear because the world became quiet. It disappeared because your mind finally had a home in the present." Leo understood then. Anxiety wasn't a monster he had to defeat. It was simply a glass he had forgotten to watch. Peace wasn't a distant destination. It was a focus he could choose. And maybe that's the lesson for all of us. We don't have to solve the past or predict the future. We only have to carry our now with a steady hand. If this story helped you breathe a little easier, share it with someone who needs it. Stay present, stay grounded,